A lot of you have been told that the key to success is discipline, but that's wrong. In this video, I'm going to explain to you what the true key to success is. It doesn't come from surrounding yourself with successful people. It doesn't come from grinding. It doesn't come from forcing yourself to do things you don't want to do. The key component to success is something that most people never spend any time thinking about. And that's why most people, even though they're smart, even though they have a game plan, even though they know where they want to go, they never reach success. It took me a long time, a lot of self-reflection, a lot of thinking about myself and where I want to be to figure out what the key component was. But once I figured out what that component was, it changed the game completely for me. And you might be asking yourself right now, but Scott, go ahead and tell us already. I want to know. It's something you already know. It's something that intuitively everybody knows. Passion is the true source of success. Passion is the true source of discipline. If you don't have passion and you force yourself to do something you don't want to do because you think it's going to lead to success, what it will really lead to is burnout. And this is the reason why so many people that have great ideas and have a lot of discipline never make it to the finish line, because they never find passion for the thing they're doing. Once you lock in and you find passion for the thing that you're doing, it becomes easy, extremely easy to stay disciplined. You already know this. We all know this. You remember when you were a kid and you used to go to school and they gave you homework and a bunch of other things to do, and you didn't really care about those things, so you might not have done it on time, or you did a bad job at it. Your grades weren't doing that well because you weren't interested in the topic. But then you would get that one topic, that one subject matter that you really cared about, and you would lock in. You would be laser focused. You would go above and beyond to get it done. The teacher would be like, whoa, little Marcus, you did such a great job on this. But the reason you did such a great job is not because you cared about your grade. It's not because people forced you to do it. It's not because your parents told you to lock in. It's because you really cared about whatever it was. You were passionate about the subject, the topic. You wanted to know more. So you put all your focus on it and you got it done. Once you figure out what you really care about, it becomes easy to stay disciplined. Many of these online gurus that tell you how to become successful, they don't focus on the root cause of the success. They focus on the symptoms. And it's your responsibility to self-reflect, to take some moments of solitude, begin journaling, begin reading books, go for walks, and think about who you are as a person so that you can start the process from the beginning. Too many people try to start the process halfway through because they're focusing on the symptoms of success: being disciplined, being surrounded by successful people, grinding. But all of those things are a consequence of passion. That truly successful people that are happy doing what they're doing, they're happy because they're doing something that they're passionate about. You can trick yourself into becoming passionate about something, but that's a harder path. And I'll probably make a video about that in the future. But let's start with the basics. The basic thing that you need to know is who you are as an individual and what you actually care about. Once you figure out what you want to do with that passion and you figure out how to package it as a product or a service, you'll be on easy mode. The game becomes super easy because that's all this is. It's a game. Going through life, building, learning stuff, it's a game. Just like any other game, you need to learn the rules of the game and you need to lock in and learn the skills necessary to succeed in the game. We've all been there, especially as a young man. You've all played a video game. You know what's crazy to me? How many people play video games that are extremely complex? More complex than anything that you could do in the real life, like writing code or learning AutoCAD. And they'll spend hours and hours in the game, become experts at the game, and they don't see that the same passion that they applied at the game is what they need to apply in real life. Just like that game that was extremely complex became easy and you became a master at it, if you do it in real life, if you apply your passion in real life, you'll be on easy mode. And other people will look at you, and this is where they get confused. They'll see the discipline. They'll see that you changed your friend group and you're around a bunch of successful people. They'll see that you started talking and behaving differently, and they'll think that those are the things that are the root of success. But in reality, the root of success is your passion. That's what led you down that path. That's what kept you motivated. That's what kept you locked in. That's what kept you up all night focusing on what you wanted to do, doing the work. It wasn't the other way around. The discipline didn't come first. The passion came first. The passion is the foundation of all success. I've said it so many times and I'm going to say it again. For you to become successful in this life, there's only a few things that you need to do. You need to find out who you are as an individual, as a person. You need to find your passions. You need to become the best at your passion. Put all your time, all your energy, become obsessed. Then you need to figure out how to package it as a product or a service. You need to tell other people about your passion so that they can see that you're the best at it. That way you'll attract new customers and new people that are interested in whatever you're doing. And you need to understand the laws of supply and demand. If you understand those 4 or 5 things, you'll become a master of your universe. It's really not that difficult. But everybody wants a shortcut. Everybody wants to start halfway through the race. I need to be disciplined. Monk mode. There's no point in you being disciplined in monk mode if you burn out. There's no point in doing it if you do become successful and you're not happy. The point of being successful, the point of being wealthy, the point of acquiring all of the things that you've dreamed of your entire life is to be happy. A lot of people put their eyes on the prize instead of putting their eyes on the work. Stop looking at the end goal. Stop looking at the results. Focus on what's in front of you. Step by step. That's how you get to the top. Too many people climb the mountain looking at the top and they fall down because they didn't see where their hands and their feet were at. It's not rocket science, people. It's really freaking simple, actually. The problem is that most people don't have the endurance. And the reason they don't have the endurance is because they don't know what their passion is. They're just following other people. You need to figure out who you are as a person first. You're not going to find your passion ever if you don't know who you are as a person. You'll jump from thing to thing, whatever's trending, whatever you think is cool, because another person is doing it, instead of following your heart. I know it sounds lame, I know it sounds corny, it sounds cliche, but it's the truth. And that's what separates the winners from the losers. So don't fall for these gurus that are on here that tell you the steps halfway through the race. They tell you the final things you need to become successful, instead of telling you the things you need to do to start becoming successful. Everything in this world, everything in this life has a beginning and an end. You got to start at the beginning and you got to work your way to the end. There is no shortcut. I know that's not what you want to hear. Everybody wants to hear the 5 steps to becoming successful. The 5 easy, quick steps to becoming successful. That's not how it works. And for all the lames that are out here using ChatGPT, and here's the part that nobody talks about. You don't know what your passion is. AI is not going to give you your passion. Google is not going to give you your passion. Some random guru you find on the internet is not going to give you your passion. You need to look inside yourself and find that out. So I hope you do that. Lock in and subscribe for more life tips. I'm out. Peace.